Among the so many people that all the young entrepreneurs that you people have been asking for is this beautiful, intelligent, hard-working lady, and her name, so many people call her Tina Tacy. Beautiful shots that you get that usually you guys see, it is none other than King Hicks. You can also check him out. And on my beautiful outfit, Shaki in Style. Shaki in Style, you can also check her out on her social media handles. My name is Ropi. Kindly welcome the beautiful Tina Tacy.
Hi.
Tina, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
I'm okay.
I'm tired, that's why you see my shades are on. I've had a long night of shoots, so yeah, excuse me today. You will not have to see my eyes are open just a little bit towards the end.
Okay.
But I'm so glad to be here.
I'm also glad to have you. So many people kept asking me, can you please bring for us Tina Tacy?
Oh, wow.
I'm like, okay, people really love her. I'll look for her. You remember when I called you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when I called her, it was a great feeling. I asked her, and then she's like, no, it's okay, I will come. So it is a great feeling each time I talk to the young entrepreneurs, and they are like, we're open to the interviews. As long as we're teaching someone something new, then why not? Tina, say hi to all the fans.
Hi everybody, all the fans of Rapey, because I know you're on her channel, and some of you that follow me. My name is Tina Tacy. I'm a media personality with ntvuganda. I host a show called a lifestyle show called NTV Login Extra. But among those, I do other things. I'm an entrepreneur. I do a lot of things that we're going to talk about today.
Definitely.
I'm so glad to be here, and please stay on.
They should.
Don't skip those ads. Stay on.
I know. So keep subscribing. It is a moment with Rapey. So we start immediately. Who is Tina? We've talked. Okay, you've explained Tina, and what makes you unique?
I think what makes me unique is what the people would say make me unique. I cannot point to something and say this is what makes me stand out, but
Okay.
I think in my line of business, it's how you've carried yourself in the industry.
Okay.
I've been on TV for quite some time, about 7 years.
Oh, okay.
About 7 years, yeah. And so the consistency, the hard working, the self-discipline, just generally being what you say you are.
We know you started up a media company.
Yeah.
First, tell us briefly about it.
Okay, so we come from a background of you can either choose to be a presenter or a producer. So you have the choice. So I'm both. I'm a presenter and I'm a producer.
Wow.
I am the face of the show, but I also produce the show. And to do that, photography, documentaries, all those, and we produce Login Extra, the show that I host on NTV.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in the business?
5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does it feel running a media production company at the same time you're the face of what you're producing?
Well, it's a very, very hard in the role because you I can't say the boss because with production it's teamwork.
Okay.
You can't be the face, you can't be the videographer, editor, you can't be everything. Yeah?
I know.
So when I'm on set, the people behind the camera are my bosses. In that moment, they're the ones who tell me, sit well, say this, do that. When they're editing the show, I don't interrupt because I don't know what goes into
I know.
putting the show out. So yeah, it's a beautiful experience as well because you learn on the job. You go from, presenting, you just come, dress, do what you have to do and go.
And
but
then
now
go.
I'm involved in, we haven't shot
The
late.
hard work.
The show hasn't gone on time. So all those are my problems. And it's a beautiful journey. I feel like I've learned a lot on all that.
Okay. How do you manage this entire big team?
It is very, very overwhelming. And I must say, coming from a woman perspective, because usually production has always been a field for men.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that now we have, women producers. Presenters have always been ladies. But now we have women in production that do amazing things. And for me, I'm always looking out for how can we take up space in the production industry.
Okay.
But it's very overwhelming as a woman because it gets from the beginning. Like when you get the job, people are not sure what you're going to do. When you walk into a meeting, everyone is like, what is she going to talk about? Then they actually execute and they are happy about the production.
Okay.
So it's overwhelming. Our creatives are a headache. Yes.
I know.
Creatives, including us presenters, as producers. creative is generally a headache because you're depending on their knowledge and their skills.
Okay.
It's not like you go to a shop and buy a soda, pay money and go away.
Okay.
It's a process.
Okay.
So I've learned to deal. I've learned to deal with a lot of people. I know how
Okay. And then you have to, you know.
After midday, don't call them.
Okay.
I'm just some coffee drink and then they execute all the work. So our field is very interesting. I feel like the creative industry is very interesting, and I've learned to deal. What the job has taught me is to deal with people in different capacities.
Okay.
You can't be the boss. You're a team. With
team.
production, if you choose to be the boss, you never get any work done. You have to be the team.
Wow.
Yes, you have to be friends with the sound guy, with the person on the camera, with the editor, with everyone, because you can't get the job done alone.
So you have to take away the fact that I am a celebrity, because you know, with you being a presenter before owning this company, you used to just come, then sit on set, and then you say, well, you can say look beautiful, and then you go away, you're a celebrity. So this entire picture of you being a celebrity has to drop away.
It's the same thing as though you're home. When you're home, you're not a celebrity.
Exactly.
When you're home, your children see you as mommy.
As mommy.
When I'm home, my siblings see me as a sister, as a, you know. So when I'm at work, I'm only seen as a presenter.
Wow.
You know, as a mastermind, you're the one. They give me roles as well. You know, you go. You gave me this assignment. You're supposed to get this sponsor. What happened? I'm
Okay.
also questioned.
Wow. Wow. That is
I
good.
have a boss above me because we have an administration that asks me, oh, you came late to work. What's wrong with you? And I can be fired as well. They tell me, we don't know what's happening with you. I think you should take some time off. You're not
Wow.
okay.
Wow. That is amazing. You being the CEO, but you can be fired tomorrow. Okay, that is great. What does it take for you to start a media production company?
You have to love it. First of all, I didn't go to school for it. I went to school for totally different things. I did social sciences. I majored in public administration.
Just like me.
My background has always been sales and marketing because I love to sell. Then I found myself in media and I love it. So you have to start with loving it. And then you have to have a vision for it. If you're there for the fun, and if you just want to make a name and just be on TV for people to know you, that's also different things. Then you can't go into it career-wise. But now this has become my career.
Okay.
And I see it lifelong. I mean, 10 years from now, I'm looking at, oh yeah, this production company is doing amazing things in the industry. But to start a production company, do some research.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You need to sit down and read about it.
Just like any other business. You don't know what what it takes, what they eat.
I know.
The period they give you eggs. You have to make research. So with production, it's the same thing. What are you investing in? Is it TV content? Is it film? Is it documentaries? Are you doing lifestyle? You know. You have to get a niche, and for me now, my niche is content creation for TV specifically. Okay. So I'm not a filmmaker. I hope that I will get there, but I also have to do more research. So you have to discover your niche. What do you want to do? Make research, extensive research, because there's so many mistakes when you get into a business that you have no idea about. Okay. And I've done them, I can say. I think that's because of research. And 5 years down, I know. When you make mistakes, you pay for them heavily in terms of time that you'll never get back and money lost. You work 3 years and all your money is just going through your hand because you made bad decisions at the beginning. So what I can advise, you have to be passionate about the industry or whatever it is you're going to invest in, and that in this case, if you're interested about media, find out how is Rapey doing this. I sit in another production company for 5 years. What has made her stand? Make research. And most of us are open people. Slide in my DM, ask questions. Those are the things, as opposed to, oh my God, I like your smile, you're nice. Exactly. Those are the questions I want to hear from you guys that follow me. So passion, make research. It's very, very, very important.
When do you know that we have put up a very successful project? When do you know? When it's like there's certain months when you're in a business and you feel like, okay, this month has really been so good, and then the other month was really bad. When do you tell that we really put up a successful?
Okay, so we have different different things will tell you
Okay.
what you are doing. I'll give you an example of what I'm doing. I'm in content creation. The past 2 years have been very horrible business-wise because there was nothing really. I'm in a lifestyle show that is dependent on content, which content is events and people and whatever is
okay.
happening. So when COVID came, there were no parties, no events, nothing. So
Okay.
I suffered content-wise.
Wow.
What will put you ahead is to think fast and strategize. You saw the
Creativeness,
post-COVID, yeah, you
yes.
saw the post-COVID episodes of Login Extra.
Yes.
I went off air for 3
Yeah.
months. And then I thought, oh, COVID will never go back.
I know.
It's here, so I
Yeah.
gotta make it
I can't
work
keep
somehow.
sitting.
So then when I came back with the creativity and I saw the station itself was happy, and then sponsors start to talk to you about, oh, we like your content and the direction you're taking. So then that's when you know you're doing a great job. But also, on a regular, you have to have people that hold you accountable.
Okay.
Every day after an episode, I have people that call me and say, "Wakoze bichi?
Tebyanyumye.
What's wrong with you?" Where you take good feedback. Constructive criticism is very nice in our I'm sure you've had people that have said, Ray, today you had no vibe.
Exactly.
And you tell
So
them,
many
"I'm going through
days.
a lot and all that." So you get feedback from people. And I like when people tell me, you don't know what's happening. And then I have to explain to you people there are no events, I'm struggling. But now we're back.
I
The
know.
industry's open, yeah. So maybe then feedback is good. Then you know that maybe I'm doing a good job or a bad job.
Okay. Do you ever experience self-doubt?
So much.
What brings
Everybody
about
does.
this?
Yeah, I not necessarily self-doubt. I've experienced burnout. Burnout is when you are exhausted,
Okay.
and then when you're exhausted, you can't think, you can't be creative.
I know.
That you're
Ga-
in that space of kanchikode chigwe. It happens if you're creative watching me. I know you've experienced, but everyone experiences. Musicians experience it, especially Faba, because it's our bodies and obongo. For me to make money, I have to be on TV. That means I have to dress well. I have to wear makeup. I don't hide behind a computer and type. Now people will just show up now, like people who, like on radio, you don't have to do all that.
Yeah.
You can just enter and speak, but also your vibe. But us, our money is made by presence.
Exactly. How you
That presence
represent yourself.
is every day. I don't know, okay, I'm just tired.
You don't want to wear makeup.
You don't want to wear makeup.
You just want to be you.
You're just also going through that. Your own things. You don't want to go.
I know.
So I experienced that, and then sometimes self-doubt is when you feel like maybe you're not doing a good enough job.
Exactly.
You could
Maybe
do
you're not
better.
pushing yourself
Yes.
enough. Yeah.
Then you put yourself in a place where you're like, maybe I'm not worth, someone else should do this thing. But I thank God for people who talk to us like, you're doing a great job. You just have to improve here.
And they
there.
appreciate
so
our
it
work.
happens, really.
Okay. How can you describe a good day for you starting from breakfast?
A good day for me is when I know I have done all the things that I had to do, like this week.
Okay.
I'm satisfied today. I feel like, I've done all the things that I had to do. I'm in a good place emotionally.
Okay.
And there's this thing I've learned to do with myself every morning. When I wake up, I decide what kind of day I'm going to have,
Okay.
regardless of what's going to happen. Whether there's problems at work, whether I'm fighting with a sibling, whether my friend and I are going through things, I choose what kind of day I'm going to have. And I say, today, I'm going to have a good day.
Okay.
And so your attitude towards that day is the winner of it all.
Okay.
Because once you've told yourself today is going to be a good day, as soon as you get out of that gate, you know a border will bash into you. And you remind yourself, I say today, regardless of what happens, it's going to be a good day. Okay. Fine. Don't about no border, don't the next day of the day.
Sigena kunyiga.
So it's your attitude towards the day, and it has helped me a lot because, man, some days are just, it's just up and about.
I know.
You're exhausted. Things are not going well business-wise. You're going through your personal things as well. Then katife. You're living your best life. Something pops up on social media about you.
Chotaloza na kwazi, you don't even know where it's coming from.
And then now that becomes your stress. So for me, I decided before I even open my social media or before I talk to anyone, I have said today is going to be a good day. positive. And if I open and the tabloid is saying I don't know what, for me, I'm going to have a good day. I don't know about for you decided to have a bad day. So you have it.
Okay. And then the other thing, so many people out there do not want to deal with celebrities. So you can be maybe you can be the person who has to go to the market, then look for the projects and stuff like that. But then someone, when they tell them that we are having a meeting with your company, then they're seeing Tina Teisi coming. Has it affected you? Then they're like, "Tugenda kuwona serebo mulimbagena tusumbuwa bano."
I know, man. We've created a very hard name. Not all of us, but some of us. And I know what it means. It went from being a celebrity to being a businesswoman, and I think that's the reason why we're here.
Okay.
So I strike a line between Tina Teisi and Christine, the businesswoman.
Okay.
When they call the company, of course I have people that come to the meetings with me. Me being there is actually an addition of value because they know, oh, we're dealing with so and so. She can't risk. Also because
So we trust her.
so
we can trust the company.
Also because of the trail of business you've done with other people.
Okay.
It's a small industry. People tell each other. But if for over the years you've built a reputation of being trustworthy, you have integrity, you follow up, you finish your work. I'm sure people will say, so and so. So I think, just create a very good brand and differentiate because we don't lose it. That being a celebrity is one thing and actual business world is different. So I've learned to separate that too.
I know.
Very well. When you meet Tina Teisi, I'm doing login and everything, that's me. But when it comes down to work, business, expect Christine.
How does it feel being a young CEO? And more so a woman?
A young CEO is CEO has been thrown around all over the place. I like to call myself a team leader. I think that fits me better because being a team leader requires knowledge, it requires skills, it requires patience, and it also requires teamwork. When you're a CEO, you're on the top and people fear you. I don't want people to fear me. I want to mingle. I want to know what's going on. What are you dealing with? Because you've been doing well. So I like that kind of leadership. I feel I'm grateful. That's for one. I'm so grateful for the wisdom, for the time. It's so many people out there that have tried businesses and business and they come together.
Yeah.
And with COVID, man, it's been a very, very hard period, long 2 years. We hope that we can come back to where we were 2 years before COVID came in. But I'm just grateful. I'm happy. It's a learning process. I enjoy the learning bits. Every day when you're open to learning, every day I learn something new. Every day. Even up to today. Like I learned something new. I'm like, my God, how come I didn't know this? But that's the beauty about being a leader who is willing to
learn.
be taught,
Do you have a vision?
Yes, I do. Just like anybody. I have visions. Right now I'm producing a show that's owned by the network.
Okay.
My vision is maybe to produce at least 2 or 3 more shows that are under the production company whose rights we entirely own.
Okay.
And then I envision myself producing not just for Uganda, for Africa and worldwide, where my content can go across. But you know what that means.
I know. Connection.
More yes. You have to shoot in 4K.
I know.
So it goes into that. But it's also a process. I envision myself. I know so many successful Ugandan production houses are owned by men. And for me, it puzzles me. Why don't we have a woman owned, like fully fledged owned production company that's functional, that's doing the jobs on the level as, because look at all the production companies around us. It's men, and that means they get the jobs. That means they have more experience.
Yeah.
So I want to use maybe the next 5 years to teach myself
how to do this.
How to do it, but also to learn from them, to ask them if they're willing to teach anyway. How are you doing this? How can we get into that space as well?
That is exactly where I was coming to.
Yeah.
The competition. Do you ever learn from your competitors? Do you ever get a chance to know how they do stuff?
Yeah. I try. For me, my approach is not like, oh my God, so-and-so is doing this. How are they doing it and all? My question is always, how come they're getting that job and not me? What are they doing that is better
That
than
I'm
me?
not doing.
And then you go down to factors as they were in the industry before you, they have better connections, they have better experience, and they have maybe the resources to buy all this equipment, they're well connected and all that.
Okay.
And it didn't happen overnight. They also had
Exactly.
to hustle into that. So maybe I'm also in the beginning stages of my business, but I want to chance on myself. And for me, I don't look at, I'll call Steve Jim.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I saw this. I feel like this is nice. Can
Okay.
you teach me how you do this? I walk into Fenton. Fenton is a few, Swangs Avenue. It's a few steps from my office.
Oh, okay.
And I asked Julius, do you have a moment? It's something that I want to do. What do you think? And freely he would just say, oh, this and this and this, because I think I'm not yet at the level of production
competing
where
with
they
them.
are, yes.
Yeah.
So you learn from the best, and you never know. When they look back, it's like, oh, we taught that girl.
So many people now watching you, they're like, wait, what is media production company? She explained that in the beginning. She will definitely repeat at the end. But right about now, we're talking about knowledge. We're talking about things that are taking us somewhere. You understand? So if you're not understanding these things, darling, so bad. But anyway, I wanted to know, because to the people that started with us, they feel like now this must be costly. As in, starting up a production company must be really costly. Do you have an investor? How did you start this? How did you manage?
I didn't even have a battery starting. Oh my God, I didn't have. What I had was an idea and a concept. I had it in my head, and I knew that it was going to work because I had done it with other people
Okay.
for like 3 or 4 years, and I knew that if I did it on my own, it was going to work, because those years gave me experience and learning, regardless of the fact that it wasn't the best working conditions. But then, when you have an idea, ideas are dead when you don't execute. You go ahead and execute. So
Exactly.
what I did was I moved around and said, I have an idea, I put it on paper, I shot with hired equipment.
Okay.
Yeah. And networking, oh, that's the other thing someone needs to tell you about business. You have to know good people in good places.
To work with.
Yeah, to work with.
Yeah.
I know, like now, and I don't have a camera and everything, but I want to do something. But you know someone who will help you. You don't have to give them money right now.
Yeah.
But when you get the money, you pay them. So my startup was hired equipment with promises of njamba sasula. Naye kino tekigenda kukwatayo, nakyakwatayo.
So nogenda no shooting, then nomala nofuna kasente no zayo. Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
it's always, what I want to say is that it doesn't even matter how much money you have on cash, as long as you have an idea that you believe in, and for you, you're sure it's going to work, because it's just in your head, and you have to make other people see that it's going to work.
Okay.
AP, I walked into our former, I think you hadn't joined the station then, Agi Konde, was our MD then. I called her on phone and I said, do you have a few minutes? I have an idea that I want to share with you. And she said, no, talk to the head of production. I'm not the one who deals with that. And I said, just a few minutes.
Okay.
And she was going for her lunch break. She said, I'm giving you 20 minutes to tell me your problems.
Okay.
And I walked in. I'll assure you that she went her lunch break.
Wow.
We sat and talked for 2 hours, and by the end of that meeting, she said, okay, I'm going to chance on you.
Wow.
These things you're telling me, go create them. Let me see if they'll come to life. So she gave me an opportunity. So you have to make people believe that this is going to work.
In brief, confidence is also key.
Confidence, chance on yourself, and don't waste people's time.
Voice it out.
Don't waste
I know.
people's time. If you know you can do something, just be sure that it's going to work, and then convince a few other people to give you a chance.
We've talked a lot about business. Hope you guys have learned something. We are not winding up. We are not yet winding up, because there's some general questions, of course, I would really want to know from her. People know her as a slayer. We see her into Sheraton, get out, sleep in Sheraton, get out, then eat her money, sip on those nice wines. Darling, people want to know.
Yeah.
Zokola was Zod, yeah. How do you do this? Being this hardworking person that we're talking about, and at the same time, that slayer. How do you do that?
a time and place for everything, and I will always say money spent on your joys is not money wasted.
Okay.
Listen to Joe Kolao. No gamba
Let me satisfy myself.
Yes, because you work for that money.
Okay.
And it's not like you've eaten all the money. For me, I take very, very, very good time in taking care of myself.
Okay.
I like to rest. I like to have a good time. But I also work in equal measure.
I know. Oh, kola.
But it always looks like that. But also God has been very good. He has aligned me with people and companies that I work with that make things easier for me.
Okay.
I'm a whole brand ambassador for Sheraton Kampala, so that means when I walk in,
I loved that part. Oh my God, I was so happy when I saw you post on social media that you're the new ambassador of Sheraton. I'm like, okay, she really deserves it.
Yeah, so that means Sheraton is like my second home. When I walk in, that's it. It comes with a package, because how will I sell to you a room that I haven't slept in? How will I tell you this food is tasty when I haven't eaten it?
I know.
So also that it also goes to, like, say people like Tina, you travel a lot, but I'm a whole brand ambassador for Ethiopian Airlines. They fly me for free.
Tell them,
I
darling.
just need to choose a destination and I'll get my visa and they'll fly me. That's all it takes. So I've aligned. I've aligned good people, good spaces. Good. You have to work on that. On the brand, then the brand will give you that. So yeah, I like a good time. And why not? If I have people that can give me a good time.
Tell them. When do you go shopping? How often do you do shopping?
Tell you what, I'm not an often shopper. My joys are in experiences.
Okay.
I'm not a makeup girl. I'm not a jewelry girl. I'm not a clothes girl. I'm not. Two things: travel,
okay,
experiences, and home decor.
Oh my God,
I like shopping for my home.
When she got to this place, she loved everything about it, but I know why. It is because that is what she does exactly to her home. If you follow her on Snapchat, you know I'm not lying about this.
So my money is spent on experiences. If you told me, Tina, go buy this dress for this match, I'll say no. But if you tell me we're going to a destination, I'll be willing to spend more than 5 million to go. I like home decor. I have a beautiful home. I like to be, like, when you go home, we hustle so much, right?
You really want to feel like
you
it's
go
home.
You want to feel like, yes, I'm relaxed, everything is in order, and I'm giving myself a home lifetime experience. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how long we're here, man.
I know. So. Anyway, do people's comments or people's judgments ever get to you and you feel like you're not maybe doing enough? Maybe you're not appreciated?
I will laugh. No. Back then, because I've been in the industry for over like 10 years. I've been on TV for like 7. I would be an amateur to still be bothered by what people say.
Okay.
What I did was protect my space, which is my social media. You cannot say anything on my social media, and over time I've taught the followers, whether you're new or old, even the old followers will tell you, we don't do that here.
Okay.
We don't go down to our comment sections and say something bad. Okay. Everyone knows when I upload a picture, whether it's contradicting to what you believe in, it's my social media. Again, they will posting.
So what Jaco page you and they put anything negative, go
more. So I've taught them over time that on my social media we are going to be very respectful. If you want to abuse me, then do it somewhere else. Okay. And you are lucky if I even see it. No, I don't see it. If it comes to me, I've also taught the people around me, like my friends and family. They, you know how someone sees something, Tina Tasty goes with sugar daddy somewhere, and then they send it to you. If your family or my friend, you are very, very disrespectful to send it to me. Why? Because you know me.
Just like me.
You have experienced me. You know what I can and can't do.
Yeah.
When you see a headline and you know, no,
she cannot
she
do
can't
that.
do that.
Why send it to me?
Why are you sending it to me? I will block you. So
I know.
My family knows, my friends know. If a stranger sends that to me, I will just tell you, no, we don't do that here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I told you, every day you wake up and choose the kind of day you want to.
I would really be so bad if I left Tina Tasty without asking her. I really see a first lady someday. If you're the first lady, if you're given a chance to be the first lady of this country, what are some of the things that you would change?
Firstly, first things first, the First Lady is doing an amazing job. She's our Minister for Education. Thank you so much for opening the schools. Now, you give us little time as the guardians.
I know. I know.
So feels fired up. Like if you have 5 kids, you're gone. But if I was the First Lady, there are a lot of things that I'm passionate about. I don't think I would run the country that way. You know, every First Lady has their own things.
Yeah.
So do agamba, I'm going to do more charity because maybe she's an orphan like me and they want to take care of those particular groups of people. But what I would do is, one, help my husband, the president, in whatever cause he is. I will make
Support
sure
him.
Is hard because most times they feel like everybody's up there, and by the time we get to them, it's always maybe election time or when we need something from them.
Okay.
So you sit down and become a people's. I think I would be that First Lady who goes down to the ghetto, but I would not be up there just speaking. People watching me on TV. I'd be very, very involved. Yeah.
Okay, last one. What is your best outfit? Like, how would you feel like when I step out dressed in this? Oh my God, I would feel like I've rocked it.
A time and a place for everything. I suit very well. I rock a bikini also very well, depending on depending on what day of the week.
I know.
Call me or what I'm doing, because me, I don't have days of the week. I could be at that beach on a Monday.
Okay.
I've seasoned my life to be like that. So depending on what I'm doing. But I like myself in jumpsuits. I'm wearing a jumpsuit today.
Yeah, I
like
saw
myself
that.
in jumpsuits. I feel like they're easy to wear. They enhance.
But people keep saying they are not easy to manage the entire day. Imagine you have to go to the loos
no, but I feel
10
like,
times a day.
I feel like I look good in jumpsuits. I look good in literally anything, but I feel like jumpsuits are my comfort place. If I walk up and calm, like I have like a closet full of jumpsuits, I just pull on and run. I feel like they're easy. Then you can throw it on, put a jacket,
Okay.
and it becomes corporate. Get off the jacket, it becomes an after-work outfit.
Okay.
It's easy to style, maybe.
Okay. Anything you would love to tell all the ladies out there, all the young entrepreneurs that would want to be like you tomorrow? Any advice?
Yes, all the young entrepreneurs, all the ladies especially, chance on yourself, you know. You only have yourself to chance on, and when you chance on yourself, you give people the confidence to believe in you as well. Work hard in the beginning, work smart towards the end. Currently, I'm working smart. It's chat tamanyirwa. But you have to lay a foundation, and that working hard in the beginning is where you have to actually push. 4 years ago, I was doing that. Like, you have to be there physically and everything. But when you've aligned, you've connected, you have all the networks, you know what works now. It's just one phone call. I'll be in bed and one phone call will fix all the things that I have to fix. So yeah, you have to lay a foundation. Please be knowledgeable. Please, you have a phone, let it not just be for Instagram and Snapchat. Do research. Put yourself a step ahead of what your competitors or your colleagues in the same girls that are going to campus. Please equip yourself. Study a course online, know what you want to do, and every day wake up and say, I want to learn. Like now, me, I'm in production. I want to learn. I'm like, every day I'm like, I want to edit. You know what? The editors rank. I'm going to learn to edit.
I know.
So you teach yourself a skill that you think will help you in the future. So be trust on yourself. Love yourself well enough. Don't kill yourself. In between work and life, there's a thing called life that has to be lived. Don't burn out. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can say. But make research. It's the beginning of everything.
Akunonya in case they're looking for you, and the business name, everything.
Okay, so if you're looking for Tina Tacey, personally on social media, you know Tina Tacey on all my social media platforms. You're looking for Production Progress Africa, yes, we are on Facebook. We are also on Instagram. And we have a physical location, First Street Industrial Area, right behind Governor. We're in the Governor parking.
Okay.
And yeah, we've been for the last 4 years. So you can just physically, we have a number on our social media. You can call and we'll book you in. And we just don't only do TV content production. I see now the things that you're doing, Rapey. If you're out there and you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to take, like, you know, photos and you want to hire out a day to take your photos in the studio, we have all that. Yeah, I'll be putting, I know, because of COVID, we haven't been very, very active, but we are back on, so all the information will be on our social media. The 19th Hole Singleton Golf Challenge for the year 2022 kicked off over the weekend down there at the Entebbe Golf Club, and for the first time they say there were more players than ever, which took us some time to get the results. But of course, we took it from the field to the after party, which is where Login comes alive. We want to see how the golfers act after they have a very good day's game and then to the evening. And of course, Singleton was all there to make sure that the after party was lit. As always, as ever, Lillian Babazi and the Sounddowners gave us the entertainment of the evening. We had a great time, and I cannot tell you how much of a great time we had without showing you. So I'll stop talking and take you right into the Singleton 19th Hole Golf Challenge. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That has been Tina Tacy for you. Hope you guys that were killing me with Tina Tacy, hope you've learned a lot from her. The young entrepreneur was out there. Oh my God. Please give me all your names. Give me all your names. As long as there is something that you want to tell the world, I will be here to bring you. Do not forget to pass by Red Basket. It is just opposite Imperial Rail, and it is at the Orchard. We shall welcome you. It is the best place to be. I love you. I remain Rapey. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.